Hi everyone, I'm Gina K from Gina K Designs and your host of Stamp TV. I'd like to welcome you to our release party presentation. Tonight, you'll get to see many of the new products being released, including our second assortment of color companions. At any time, feel free to click on the links below the screen to play along with our contest questions, our challenge, and to see all of the stamp sets in full along with the beautiful samples created by our design team, especially for you. If you're the partying type, we have a party chat thread going strong where you can hang out with the design team and me from now until 9 p.m. Central Time. And the best news is, all of the products are already available in our store at ginakdesigns.com, so you don't have to wait to place your order. So sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's release party presentation. We have so many exciting products debuting this evening. But before I show you the new color companions, I want to give you a quick peek of each of the fabulous new stamp sets designed by our illustrators at Gina K Designs. First, Melanie Menschinger brings you a new basic that will be a must-have for your collection. Pretty Patterns 2 builds on her original pattern set and will allow you to create even more trendy backgrounds and fabulous borders. Mix and match this set with any set in your collection to create the perfect backdrop. April showers bring May flowers, and this month, Beth Saleka brings you an adorable new set called Whether or Not. This fantastic set contains fun images that will take you through the spring and beyond. Whether you use the encouraging greetings from this set or mix and match other greetings from your collection, you will be able to shower everyone on your card-making list with a work of art. Teresa Momber's stamp sets always make a scene with Gina K Designs customers, and this month is no exception. Sit yourself down on the beach and watch the tide roll in. Take in the view of a beautiful lighthouse and more. Teresa's newest set, By the Sea 2, will bring the beach to you. Perfect for both masculine and feminine cards, this versatile set will take you on the perfect ocean getaway. This month, Carolyn King has created a Part 2 to her extremely popular Stamp It Big stamp set. Stamp It Big 2 adds to your collection of large greetings and gives you some trendy arrows, brackets, shapes, and more to complete cards, scrapbook pages, and Project Life journaling cards in grand style. Speaking of big, this month, the talented Becky Ohlers has designed a stamp set with the biggest, boldest blooms you've ever seen. The gorgeous flowers in the new Bold Bloom stamp set are perfect for creating a blossoming background on large 12x12 scrapbook pages, or to grace your card fronts with big, beautiful floral style. Whether you love to stamp in color, or you want to pull out your markers and pencils, this bouquet of images has it all. Tammy Mayberry brings us a new set with simple floral style, perfect for 10-minute cards and more. The new Simple Flowers stamp set contains beautiful flowery shapes that can be punched or die cut with your circle dies or stamped directly onto your cards for a clean and simple look. The two borders in this set will add a delicate touch to any card or scrapbook project. This one will be a must-have basic for your collection. Everyone loves the Darling Divas, and this month, Debbie Corbari takes you through spring and beyond with 3 new mini sets. Green Thumb Diva is perfect for your gardening friends, or for any time you want to make a card that's homegrown with love. Mr. and Mrs. Diva is the perfect little set for those occasional wedding cards when a big set is just too much. Mr. and Mrs. Diva will also help the bride and groom make thank you cards for all their guests. And Rainy Day Diva, with her cute little umbrella, will make them happy when skies are gray. Stay tuned throughout the entire month of May because I will be featuring each one of our illustrators' new sets with fun ideas for all your spring stamping projects. With every new release, Gina K Designs offers a special stamp set called our One Free with 3. Anytime you purchase 3 full-size stamp sets, you get the current One Free with 3 stamp set. Now keep in mind that 3 mini sets like the Divas and the Stamp Set Duos equals 1 full-size set toward your purchase of 3 sets. And the Stamp TV kit counts as 1 full-size stamp set as well. This month's One Free with 3 is called A Little Something. It's perfect for cards of encouragement, friendship, and it will even work great for making gift card holders for those upcoming graduation parties. Let me show you a fun little technique that you can do with this stamp set. What I have here is the vase from the A Little Something set, and then I have this longer greeting that says, this is the You Make My Heart Bloom stamp. And I thought those two would go together very well. And you can also do this with just a little something. Any kind of long, clear stamp you can do this with. And you can see I'm using one of our brand new ink pads. This is the Gina K Designs Black Onyx ink. And I'm going to start by inking up this little vase and stamping it right here onto my piece of cardstock. So there we have that little vase. Now my next thing that I want to do is I want to create a greeting, but this greeting is just a little bit too long and tight to put into an area like that. Plus, I want to play off the shape of the vase and the flowers. Everything is round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to start by putting the stamp in the center up there, and then I'm going to curve it around like this. Now I'm going to take a look at it and see how it looks. You can see it doesn't look like a perfect curve, so I'm going to manipulate it a little bit more until it looks exactly the way I want it to look. And you can press and poke it around a little bit until it's exactly the way you want. So that looks really good to me. So now I'm going to ink that up using my black ink, and then I'm going to stamp that right around in an arc on top of that little vase of flowers. And there, You Make My Heart Bloom. And you can do this with any greeting that's long and kind of thin because it's easy to manipulate. It's a little bit harder when the greeting is a wider font, but if it's a thin little delicate font like this, you can curve it in all different ways. You can also kind of curve it in an S pattern and follow along the edge of a border. You might want to stamp that 3 or 4 times going across maybe a scalloped border. So there's lots of fun things that you can do with this. Let me show you a finished card project that I made using this little curved layout. Here, I stamped the vase and did the curved layout up top with the You Make My Heart Bloom, and I colored it in with some Copic markers. And then I used some of our sweet corn cardstock and some of our red hot cardstock, a little bit of our red hot gingham ribbon, and some white brads. And for my background, I just ran a piece of white cardstock through a Swiss Dot Cuttlebug folder. And once I notched out these corners using the tonic ticket tag punch and added those brads, then I popped that whole panel on top using some 1/4 inch pop dots. You can find the new One Free with 3 stamp set in the What's Free category at GinaKDesigns.com. I'm so excited to introduce the next 8 colors in the Gina K Designs Color Companions line. I'm going to take you through each color and show you what coordinating products are available. I've laid these products out on a piece of white cardstock so you can really see the color well. The first color I want to show you is the Gina K Designs Turquoise Sea. And you can see we have our beautiful heavy base weight cardstock. We have the Turquoise Sea ink pad and the Turquoise Sea re-inker, which I love our re-inkers because you have this little dot on the side that allows you to see exactly what's inside the bottle, because many of them look the same when they're just in the ink form and don't have a nice bright colored lid to find what color's inside. And then we have this beautiful new Turquoise Sea organza ribbon. Now our ribbons come in 6-yard packs, 3 yards of 5/8 of an inch, and 3 yards of 3/8 of an inch. So this way you don't have to decide, do I want to purchase the thicker ribbon or the thinner ribbon? You'll get both in one pack and you can decide right on the spot when you're making your project. Now we didn't do a new button collection for this particular color because our Ocean Mix already had Turquoise Sea buttons inside. It has both our Ocean Mist and Turquoise Sea. So if you already have these buttons, you're already on your way to this new color collection. The next collection I want to show you is the Blue Raspberry. Let me find that piece of cardstock here. Here is the Blue Raspberry cardstock and our beautiful new Blue Raspberry ink pad. We also have the beautiful organza ribbon in Blue Raspberry. And we have this sweet little Berry Blues collection of buttons. And there's lots of Blue Raspberry buttons, but there's also some lighter versions of the Blue Raspberry in here so that you can have coordinating buttons that aren't exactly the same color, but a complementary color. And of course, we have our re-inker, again indexed with that Blue Raspberry dot. The next color on my list is our Grass Green. Grass Green is a beautiful, true leafy green. It doesn't have a whole lot of olive in it or anything like that. So if you have our Grass Green cardstock, you know how beautiful and bright and vibrant it is for summer. Here is the beautiful Grass Green ink pad along with the re-inker that has that Grass Green index dot on it. Then we have a pretty grass green organza ribbon. And if you already have our mixed greens button box, there are grass green buttons inside all ready to go. Now this button box also coordinates with our dark sage. So if you picked up that collection already and you have these buttons, you're already on your way to the grass green collection. And by the way, those dark sage buttons also look beautiful when you mix them with this grass green cardstock and other embellishments. Next up, we have pink, our Passionate Pink. And here's the Passionate Pink ink pad and this beautiful piece of Passionate Pink cardstock. And again, our re-inker with that Passionate Pink index dot. Now we have some Passionate Pink double-stitched ribbon, which is a fun ribbon to use. And we have this collection of Passionate Pink buttons. And these have other colors in there as well. Some of these actually look nice with our bubblegum. Some of them look nice with our cranberry, but most of them coordinate beautifully with the Passionate Pink cardstock. Next up, we have Sweet Mango. Here's our beautiful Sweet Mango cardstock and our matching ink pad, along with the re-inker. Now remember, re-inkers are really fun because they're not just used for re-inking your ink pads, but they're also used for lots of fun techniques that you can find on Stamp TV. And then it's always good if they dry out a little bit, your ink pads dry out a little bit. It's nice to have that re-inker right there with you. You can also just squeeze out a tiny dot of re-inker on a glass plate and then use a water brush and you can watercolor. So then your coloring coordinates with our Color Companions line as well. We have some fun bright mango ribbon. And this ribbon looks a lot brighter in the package than it actually does when you lay it on top of the mango. It's a hair brighter than the mango, but it really looks nice together and it really jumps out. And then we have this button box called Sunrise Smoothie. Now if you look at some of these buttons in here, they will match the sweet mango. Some of the clearer buttons, when you lay them on top of the sweet mango, look they just pull in the color and they match it exactly. So there's a lot of different options here in this button box. But this button box is also used for something else, and I'm going to show you that next. This is our sweet corn ink pad. This one might be a little harder to see against the white. There's the sweet corn cardstock. And as you can see, a lot of these buttons coordinate with the sweet corn. So we didn't do a separate button box for sweet mango and sweet corn. We just blended them together. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a ribbon for the sweet corn. We did find a ribbon that we thought matched beautifully, but when we got it from the manufacturer, the color didn't look as true as the sample that they sent us. So we decided not to release it because it just didn't match. But I will tell you that if you have any of the honey mustard ribbon, it's a deeper shade in that same color family, and it will look beautiful against the sweet corn. And I'm sure I'll be doing some projects on Stamp TV featuring that combination. So if that's one you have in your collection, you've got a great color to coordinate. Now, we did another pink this month. This time we did bubblegum pink. And bubblegum pink is so bright and fun. Here's the bubblegum pink ink pad and cardstock. And of course, we have the bubblegum pink re-inker. We did have the sweet corn re-inker. I forgot to show that one to you. And along with this bubblegum pink re-inker, we have our mixed berry button box. And this was one of our previous button boxes too. This one also coordinates with Red Hot and Cranberry Tart. But you can see that there are bubblegum pink buttons in there as well. And again, we didn't want to duplicate buttons and have you purchase buttons that you already have in your collection. So we coordinated this one with our bubblegum pink. And so when you go onto the bubblegum pink color at GinaKDesigns.com, this button box will pop up. And then we also have the bubblegum pink gingham ribbon. Now, in the beginning, we had matched this with Innocent Pink, but we found that it actually matches our bubblegum pink a little bit better. So you may already have this one in your collection. Check first, and if you don't, it's a perfect match to the bubblegum. And then the one that all of you have been waiting for, I've gotten so many email requests for this. This is our beautiful black onyx ink. Now the black onyx ink and the re-inker, there's the re-inker. The black onyx ink coordinates with lots of ribbons, and we have a button box that we're calling our tuxedo mix. It has black buttons and white buttons. So when you get the tuxedo mix, you're going to have buttons that you can color in any color you want, because the white ones you can use with Copic markers. But we also decided to release not just black ribbon, but white ribbon too. So let me show you the white ribbon first. We have this beautiful organdy ribbon. It's just so soft and so pretty. And then we have a very soft white grosgrain ribbon. So I'll put those here on the black so you can see those. And then we have one that's in between. It's black and white, and it's our black and white gingham ribbon. And everybody's been asking for this because you know I use this all the time, and we finally have it now in our 6-yard packs. So that one will go with either the black or the white. We also have a black and white double-stitched ribbon, which is so much fun to use. And then we have a couple ribbons that are just black. We have the black grosgrain ribbon, which is very soft, just like our white grosgrain ribbon. And finally, the black organdy ribbon, which is just soft like our white organdy ribbon. So we've got a huge variety for black and white cards. And if you're like me, I tend to use black on just about every card if it's a cool tone card, or dark brown, dark chocolate if it's a warm tone card. So I make lots of cards using white cardstock, and I always put a little bit of black in there. So the black accents will just be a staple in your collection. Now I want to show you one more quick thing. When you purchase our Passionate Pink ink pad, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get, now our regular ink pads are just going to be shrink wrapped, but this particular ink pad is going to come shrink wrapped, but also in a little baggie. What happened was, when we had this ink pad manufactured, we sent the list of color names to our manufacturer, and they put the wrong color name on the bottom of this ink pad. Instead of calling it Passionate Pink, they called it Pink Passion. Now that's not really a big deal, but if you're like me, you like your things to match and you want them to be named correctly. So what we did is we asked the manufacturer to run a second run of the bottom label. Now we couldn't really open these and put the label on ourselves because that could possibly dry out your ink pad before we get it to you. We wanted to make sure it stayed shrink wrapped. That's the safest way for us to ship it. So you're just going to get a little explanation of what this is, about why you're getting this, that our ink pad was labeled incorrectly, and you will get the correctly labeled label. So the correctly named label. And all you have to do is, when you open up your pad, you can just put that sticker right on top, and then your ink pad will match your re-inker and all of your other color companion items. Our next run will have the right color name on there, but it doesn't affect the color at all. The color is exactly right. But we just want to make you aware that that will be coming to you if you purchase this particular color. Now, the easiest way to find our new Color Companions line is to click on the Color Companions button at GinaKDesigns.com and shop by color. You'll find all of the ink, buttons, ribbons, and re-inkers in that category. And then visit the cardstock category and get the matching cardstock color based on what country we'll be shipping to. Coordinating ink, cardstock, and embellishments makes creating beautiful projects easy, and will make every card and scrapbook page a work of art. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's release party presentation video. The design team will be hanging around until 9 o'clock Central Time in the release party chat thread at the link below the screen. And the contests, challenge, and full stamp set reveal links will stay live until Monday, when we choose the winners of our contest questions and challenge. Those winners will each receive a grab bag of over a dozen deeply etched pre-cut Gina K Designs rubber stamps. And now that you've learned more about these products, you can visit our store at GinaKDesigns.com. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you back here soon on Stamp TV.